Hello, good morning. My name is JB Chris. Today, I want to talk to you about why it is important for you to get your voter's card. Right? Today is 21st of June, which means officially we just have like 9 days to the closing date for voter's card registration. Right? So, but why is your voter's card important, or why is it important for you to get your voter's card? One, it is the responsibility of every citizen to vote. It is the responsibility of every citizen to vote. And having your voter's card shows that you are responsible, or you are ready to take responsibility, in electing those who will govern you. And so if you don't have your voter's card, then you can't take that responsibility. You are not in the position to take that responsibility because you don't have your voter's card. So it is the responsibility of every citizen to vote. And having your voter's card place you, in that position to be able to do so. Right? Number two, your voter's card gives you the right to democratically elect leaders who will represent you and your ideas. Right? So let's not go deep into that because I might say some things right now because something just came up. But that is what it is. So your voter's card gives you that right to democratically elect leaders who will not just go there and stand for themselves, but they will go there and represent you and your ideas. That's what your voter's card, the power your voter's card has. All right? 3, without your voter's card, you will not be able to participate in the democratic process of your nation. So if you don't have your voter's card, you won't be able to vote. Right? If you don't have your voter's card, you won't be able to speak. If you don't have your voter's card, you won't be able to decide who becomes or who governs you. That is how powerful, that is how important it is to have your voter's card. Right? And like I've always said, your voter's card is your voice. Your vote is your voice. Your voter's card gives you that power to be able to speak and decide who. Yes, it's your voter's card that gives you that power, and that is why you need to have your voter's card. If you've not registered, we have like 9 days to go. You can still go out there and register so that you have a voice to speak. So that you have a voice to you can decide or determine who becomes those who take charge of your affairs as a nation, right? You decide who becomes your president, who becomes your governor, who becomes your local government chairman, who becomes your councillor, right? You decide that. Without a voter's card, you won't be able to do that. Now let me say something. This is very important. If those who are reasonable, those who are educated, decide not to get their voter's card, and those who are very unreasonable, those who are not educated, right, decide to get their voter's card, do you know what? At the end of the day, they are going to vote in the person they want. And so if they vote in somebody who is unreasonable, right, you're going to have somebody who is unreasonable leading you. And so at the end of the day, you have the worst of us leading the rest of us. And that is what we shouldn't allow. I think that is what we've allowed so far in this nation. And it is time for us to change it. But in order for us to be able to do that, we need to go out there and get ourselves registered. If you're not registered, if you've not registered yet, this is the time for you to go out there and get yourself registered. So that at the end of the day, you have a voice to speak and decide who you want to become your leader. Thank you very much. My name is JB Chris. Please, let's go out and get registered. And not just that, please speak to those around you to go out and register. And be ready to vote in those who will represent us and the ideas we stand for. Right? Those who will represent us and the ideas we stand for. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.